Thanks a lot. Thank you very much. And before we go with do's and don'ts, let me ask you a small question. How many of them hear the alarm loud and clear? Can you just raise your hand? Thank you. Let me ask you the public address system, announcement system. If you hear that, please raise your hand. Thank you so much for the acknowledgement, because these two things are very, very important, because you're working in a high-rise and multi-tenant building where an alarm is activated from the floor, one floor. It should be synchronized with all the floors. That means anybody trigger in the common area, it should be triggered in the entire building. So if that is not happening and you are not able to hear the alarm, that means it's a trap. So make sure that actually today, by doing this evacuation, you hear the alarm and the announcement system. So you acknowledge that actually. So let's give a big clap for the maintenance team who maintaining that. They deserve it, my dear friends. Why? Because every Saturdays and Sundays actually they check it, but they wanted to check actually during an evacuation, and middle of the week we wanted to raise alarm and see that how audible it is. So we wanted to make sure that actually everything is working perfectly or not. Why, my dear friends, why we do this evacuation? We wanted everybody in this building, about building number 9, that companies who are being here, we wanted to be a safe location to work. And we wanted to make you understand about the building topography. For that reason, such evacuation is important. You're all working in the night. At that time, in case of any emergency happens, we are supposed to evacuate as quickly as possible. When alarm is activated, that means it's an emergency. Emergency means it's alarm. When alarm is activated, do not go and search where the alarm is coming from. Don't ask your colleague that to ja raha kya. Not for any film, my dear friends, it's an emergency. And do not wait for your friend to get up. You get up and start walking, because your friend also thinking that when you get up, I will get up. So make sure that actually you getting up and start walking towards your exit. Now let me ask you a question. The building number 9, how many exits you have? 5, 6. Now see, people are wondering, where is 6 and where is 5? I saw only 2. 2. Right? So let me be very clear. Your building having beautiful 6 exits, 6 staircases you have, and all these staircases are pressurized staircase, which is called as a fire exit. And why it is called as a fire exit? Because the staircase is safer to come down. Do not get, today when you're doing an evacuation, everybody came very slowly. It took nearly about 14 minutes everybody to evacuate. But in real situation, the 14 minutes is very huge. In real situation, we may inhale smoke, and we may lose our own colleagues. But friends, 14 minutes, yes, of course, I know that today there is a drill, everybody knows, everybody came very slow. But in real situation is different. When in real situation, one more company is evacuating, which is below to your company. When they are doing an evacuation, you are being stopped. And you cannot become panic. Don't get panic, because floor timing is 2.5 minutes to evacuate. Once you evacuate the floor, then you are safe. Why? Because your staircase is safer. You can take a lot of time to come down, don't worry. But only thing is, we wanted your floor to supposed to be evacuated within 2.5 minutes, as per the National Building Code. Why it is 2.5 minutes? Is it possible? 100% it is possible, because your floors are being designed in such a manner, every 21-22 meters you have an exit. So make sure that actually you just stop your walk, take the nearest exit by having a brisk walk, and take the exit and come out. You not even go for 2.5 minutes, it is just about 1 to 1.5 minutes if possible. And once you reach to the exit points, then you can come down very slowly. Don't worry, because that entire staircase are pressurized. When alarm is activated, your pressurized staircase will be get activated, where the smoke will not come to that location. But in the floor, you may inhale smoke. Once you reach 2 minutes, after that you may start inhaling smoke. My dear friends, it's not the fire which killed the people. It is only smoke. Where we witnessed, Hyderabad has witnessed a week before, wherein Gulzar house actually where about 17 people killed. In one family, 17 people killed, including 8 kids. And how things happens and how they die. That's very simple. All these 8 kids were not dead because of any disease. They could not able to inhale. They could not able to breathe and they inhale the toxic gas and they kill. But friends, when we visualize it, actually it's little bit very odd to think about that. So make it very clear, when emergency happens, when the smoke happens, what to do. Every time, Raheja is usually have this evacuation drill every 6 months once for daytime and even for the night time. Why we do such evacuation? Just the stages for you to just show them everybody that actually how in case of smoke how you're supposed to come. Let me show you. Never try to run when there is a smoke. When you find a smoke in that location, never try to run, because you may think that you're a big athlete and I can able to reach to the exit faster. But which exit? We don't know. Because running, you take nearly 36 liters of air per minute. In that, not only you're taking the air, the oxygen, you're taking even the carbon monoxide, hydrogen cyanide and hydrogen chloride. Where it comes from? Any material which burns, that gives us three. Nearly about 25 different toxic. In that, three is actually very, very dangerous. Carbon monoxide, hydrogen cyanide and hydrogen chloride. Once you inhale it, automatically you don't know what exactly to do. We witnessed 2013 actually a Carlton Tower, Bangalore. About 20 employees same like you. People, they jump from the 7th floor. Even though they're having a beautiful 3 exits. Why? Because they inhale smoke, they don't know what to do. Their mind says only do or die. At that particular time, they may not think anything. They break the glass and start jumping. Well qualified software engineers and software project managers. And one of the guys, a CEO of one of the company, his name is Siddharth Padam, the person who is an IAM topper in Bangalore.